It's the Mumbai Indians playing the Royal Challengers Bangalore in Chinnaswamy. And this, as Joy has been touting it from the morning, he's saying this is a knockout game. It's a virtual knockout game. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you lose this one, it's bye-bye birdie.
Yeah, you talk all these mathematical angles and all, we can still qualify and all. It is really, I mean, then you leave yourself with a 5 to 6% chance of qualifying.
Yeah.
So this is a really big game. And whoever wins this, though, 3 and 5, you're beginning to then scare the guys in the middle.
Yeah.
Because clearly now what's happened in this whole setup that you have out here is that there are 3 teams who seem to be running away with it, which is Kings 11, SRH and CSK. If these 3 qualify, you have the mid pack right now, which is basically KKR and RR, and then you have these 3 guys. But one of these guys is then going to try and join the mid pack.
Yeah.
And that's going to be interesting.
So now comes the question, which I don't know how much time you guys have. We have a lot of time and this will take a lot of time. Your ideal RCB 11. We seem to be asking this question every time. And I'm sure they're asking this question every time to themselves as well, because popular perception that they haven't got it right yet.
Would we have the last RCB 11 available?
We do. I can just tell you, I can rattle it off my head.
Can you? Go on.
You got McCullum,
Yeah.
Quintin,
Yeah.
Virat, Manan, Mandeep,
Yeah.
Grandome. And then the bowlers, you've got
there
which.
you go.
There you go. I was running through it.
Okay, very good, very good.
So there you go. So obviously one foreign player at the top sits out because AB de Villiers will be back. He had a fever last time, which is why he was not there. Viral fever's probably gone, which means he comes in. Who will he replace?
I tell you though, if you're playing in the Wankhede,
No, Chinnaswamy.
Chinnaswamy.
if you're playing in Chinnaswamy, then I would replace Brendan McCullum definitely.
Nah, not
If
me.
you're- If you're playing in here, I would have said play McCullum.
Yeah, they already played here and didn't play him. So,
Yeah.
I'd probably, Quinton de Kock's had a couple of good innings. Brendan's had 3 games out and then came back the other day with 38.
Yeah, it's not Brendan.
And it wasn't him, but I'd just give Parthiv one go.
Yeah.
And leave Quinton out for 1 game, maybe 2, and see if that'll give Brendan the confidence up the front, up the top, just to do something different.
Baz and Parthiv together.
and bring AB into that side.
That's an interesting one. That's a really interesting way of looking at it, where you play that.
So which Indian player are you dropping then? Because then you're dropping an Indian player, aren't you?
Yeah, and
You're
there's
getting
no,
Parthiv in.
and there's no Sarfraz to drop, which
There's
is
no
our
Sarfraz
standard.
to drop.
Yeah.
Which means Manan's got a couple of chances.
Manan's got to go then.
And nothing's happened
Yes,
there.
correct.
And Manan's, I mean, yeah, he got a good ball, but you know.
Yeah, and you're bringing in a guy who can bat, so I don't mind that. So maybe you leave Manan Vora out, and I think they got their bowling a little bit better. But I would like to see Nadeep Saini in the side, please,
Yeah.
tomorrow. He's got to play.
Pull that 11
You've got
up
a
again.
big-
Just
you've got
pull that 11 up again and let's
Yeah.
see. Because Simon called this yesterday as well, saying Siraj has done well, but it's okay. He can
Yep.
sit a game out.
You got a big rap on this Nadeep Saini. Just get him into the side, and maybe leave Mohammad Siraj out for tomorrow's one. I think Murugan Ashwin has got to play again. He did a good job with the ball the other night, although his hands let him down. So there you go. I'm making those changes. So Parthiv comes in for Manan.
Effective.
Brendan, McCullum and Parthiv open the batting.
AB comes in for Quintin.
And AB comes in behind Virat at number 4, Mandeep at 6, Big Colin de Grandhomme at 7, Southee at 8, Murugan Ashwin at 9, Umesh, and then Saini, and then Yuzvendra Chahar.
Gonna give Grandhome an over? Would you give him an over?
I'd like to see him bowl at least one. Just see what he's like. Make sure he can still bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe his shoulder's fallen off.
Just to check. You never know. These days, at least, you never know. Let's have a look at the Mumbai Indians 11 as well. That beat CSK a couple of days ago. And you see this, and you see the blue, and you see the gold, and you feel so optimistic about it. And yet you see them with, 2 wins in 7, and you say this doesn't make sense. But the big news here, of course, is that there's no Karen Pollard.
That team shouldn't change for mine.
Yeah.
And I said it last night. I think that it's not so much about what JP Duminy didn't do and what Ben Cutting didn't do in that game. It's what they brought to the game. They brought the enthusiasm. They brought the willingness in the field. They brought the high fives and the pats on the back. They gave that team a little bit of something that they just hadn't had. And I think they will repay you if you continue to play them.
Yeah, and you bring them in, you're not going to drop them in one game,
You shouldn't
especially
do
when you
after
won
that.
the game.
Absolutely. There's no reason to change this team.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a kind of pitch on which even a Duminy can tonk it out of the ground.
Yeah.
It's not as if
And
they
maybe
need
bowl a
to
couple of those if it starts to turn.
definitely if it turns
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
I notice when a lot of people say that Rohit should open, and then a lot of people come in and go, no, but Surya has done such a good job as an opener. I don't think it's a statement on Surya Kumar Yadav, who's done a fantastic job. If people say that Rohit should open, it's not a statement on him. He's performed really well. Maybe he would do it 3. Surya Kumar could still come in and bat at 3. I think the idea is that a person who's opening for India, he's got double hundreds for India opening. He's got big innings in T20s opening. Your best batsman, definitely one of the best in the world. You got to give him the most number of overs.
The other thing is that I'm saying, okay, here there are 2 situations. One is a situation where somebody else comes into bat. They've scored a 160. You say, okay, Rohit staying back, let him control the game and stay back. But every time that I am setting a target, okay, I would put Rohit up to open because I know that he would give me the maximum chance. If there was a question of a low total or something and I have to play it tactically or do something like that, then I would look at playing at Rohit at any other position. But that's a tactical move based on a total.
Yeah.
If I had a blank slate and said who has to open, I would say my best player has to open.
Batting first, who goes out first? Rohit Sharma.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, the call that your best players have to face the most deliveries is right, in as much as if they are genuine opening batsmen. It's not like you say A.B. de Villiers, you've got to open the batting because you're the best player. Yeah. But Rohit Sharma is an opening batsman at international level and an opening batsman of quality. And that's been my point throughout the last few years, is that what is the best for Mumbai Indians? Not what's the best for the team because everybody fits into places. What is the best for Mumbai Indians? And that is Rohit Sharma at 1 or 2, in my opinion. Will they do it tomorrow? I don't think so. But hey, that's what I feel. If I'm in charge of that team, I'm saying, mate, you're opening the batting.